special. And just watching them, they are just too precious. And they're not the best looking bunch of cubs I've ever seen in my life, that's for sure. But they are very, very playful. Judy H says this is what you call a lion log. I couldn't agree with you more. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the cubs all on a single fallen marula. I'm just waiting for one to fall off, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. And fortunately, we've managed to find a spot in this little river system that does have a signal. Oh, here we go. Here's trouble. Attack. Oh, it looks like there might be a fall off on the left. Or, let's probably not call it a falling off, maybe an undignified descent. Oh, isn't that just too cute? Get them growling at each other. Well, thanks again for all the screenshots, guys. Remember, if you are screenshotting, share it with the hashtag Safari Live, or pop it on the Safari Live Facebook page, or on any of the viewer Facebook groups. There are lots of them. Djuma junkies, lions and leopards of the Djuma cheetah plains in Arathusa. Ow, I love that sound so much. Oh, there's a bit of a attack going on. No, just a descent. Oh, here we go. Oh, isn't that just too special? Now, how do you get past your cousin or sibling? Cousin, I think, just judging from the size. Oh, you just sneak past. That's very polite. I thought you were going to push her off. It's so wonderful to have this many cubs about at the moment. Cubby. Wrong way. Cubby, thanks, Sinead. Cat's wondering, do lion cubs right themselves during a fall, always landing on their feet? Not so much, Cat. They're not quite as skillful as a house cat yet. So I have seen them take some interesting tumbles. Bow, bow. Complaining. What are you complaining about? Oh, wonderful. Oh, come to the left. Oh no, there's a bite. Oh, there's so much going on. Let's getting a bite on the bottom. Michele in Johannesburg says, well, lions seem more like dogs than cats with their social skills. Now, they are indeed the only truly social cat in the world. But there are definitely cats, and even in their behavior, it is very cat-like, but as I said, very different with the social aspect. But that social aspect enabled them to outcompete giant hyenas, saber-toothed cats, and become the dominant predator. So those saber-toothed cats and giant hyenas were obviously much bigger than lions, but by being social, they were able to outcompete them. Oh, shame. Being manhandled. That's a young boy who's doing the biting there on one of the younger cubs. All four at the end. The fifth has moved off. Decided the log's getting a bit busy. Oh. At least it wasn't too high. Oh, that was a purposeful descent. This is just too special. Remember, if you want to know anything about these little lions, hashtag Safari Live on Twitter, or pop us an email, questions@wildearth.tv. So you just got to jump on the game drive for a second. Mike, did you copy that update about Styx and Mantuan on you and Al? Also, Mike, there's a 2-track that runs parallel to the drainage line that's from your kaya. They're on that 2-track. A negative, they've gone flat on CP. Sorry about that. Just making sure that Mike knows that there are lions in front of his lodge. They're probably about 150 meters away from the closest guest room at Cheetah Plains. And while everyone was in game drive, they were drinking in front of the main area. Oh, they're just so special. Trud is wondering, why do the cubs keep licking the tree? Because they can. They're also just chewing the bark and just being generally quite playful, as young creatures tend to be. Oh, here we go. Let's see are you going to go play King of the Castle? No, didn't quite make it all the way up. Oh, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, no, just coming for a cuddle. Not a fight, just a cuddle. I think with their skin irritation, these cubs quite like the roughness of the bark. You can see how they sort of rub their bellies on it. And I said, I'm not sure, it could be mange, but there's quite a few different types of mange. Mange is caused by mites. It could also be fungal. And it seems that with the adults seem to go through it from time to time, but they seem to recover. It does seem to get better. Hopefully these little guys start looking a bit prettier soon. And it's so amazing. If you compare them to the Nkuhuma pride, and the cubs there are so fluffy and perfect. Although I must admit, And these lot seem to have lots of character. So Gregory's wondering about these skin issues, and he says, will it eventually remedy itself, or will they have it forever? Well, with the Birminghams and this adult Styx, it seems to remedy itself for a while, then it gets bad again. So it's very difficult to actually tell, because I can see the lionesses have it on their belly as well, but it's not as apparent as it is in the cubs. Oh, it looks like they might get on the move again. One lioness might be just going to join the other lioness in the shade. I think that's what she's doing. So I don't want to move the vehicle at the moment, as we might lose a signal, but we're just going to sit here. We still look at that. Come on, look at that. Now that is what you call draped over a branch. That little boy, he's the same one who came charging towards our car earlier when he saw our tires turning. He's quite big compared to the rest of the cubs. Oh. Some of the cubs look like they're going to start suckling. We're going to stick with the last tree dweller. Now, how is that comfortable, mister? Yes, I can't imagine that could have been comfortable for too long. Oh, and I don't know if you're picking up that sound behind us. The rest of them are suckling. And I wonder if the last tree dweller, the sound of feeding cousins and siblings, will attract them towards the females. Okay. I don't want to move just because it's such a precarious signal area. So if there is an aerial or whatnot in the way, we do apologize, but just it's literally a scrum down of little cubs trying to all feed off the one lioness. So there are only 2 or 3 cubs not there. Yeah, there's just a pile of little lions trying to feed. Wow, I'm very upset. So David's wondering, do lions purr? They don't, David. They can growl and roar and snarl, but not so much of the purring. Cute. Ooh, getting upset. Sorry about my laughing, it's just too much. On a few short months there, their voice is going to change, and when they snarl like that, it's going to be quite scary. At the moment, it just sounds quite funny. Oh, it seems like the status quo has been reached for now. Okay, so I'm going to try and get us into a better spot for that, so we might... Oh no, just quickly before we go, let's go back to the tree. Look at this. Oh, being pushed off. Oh. No, back on. That's a wonderful thing about these guys. When they are playful, they are very playful. So we're going to try and get us a better position of that scrum of lions feasting off mother's milk.